off perfect slides and jumps. Oh no.
Fight.
So I went ahead and compared the most common knives I see being used in the game right now. The Hachi katana, lava axe, and the default knife. And what you think is the best probably isn't the best, I promise. It's definitely not what you're thinking. If you're basing it off what I use the most, you're wrong. There will be a timestamp to everything, so if you came here to learn about one specific knife, go check the pinned comment so you can get right to it. If you want to see just the comparison to see which one is actually the best in my opinion, there will also be a timestamp to that in the pinned comment. So if you're here for any specific information, I made it really easy. If you do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop me a like as well as subscribing. We're trying to hit 20,000 because, yeah, that'd be sick. The first one I want to check out, probably the lava axe, really. I don't use this one as much as I used to anymore, but it completely mopped me yesterday in a 1v1. It was ridiculous. This is, if you're going versus other knifers, this is the best. The range and the just how how consistent it is definitely is what pulls it up versus like every other knife. But the mobility versus I guess gun users is kind of what brings it down when you pull it into ranked, and that's the only issue I've ever found with this. Oh, that guy's pretty good. You're fast. Baited. Oh my god, I thought the lay down slide was gonna get him. The issue is the mobility. It's just a little bit slow for my, oh no. For my liking. But it's so consistent. Like, it's so consistent. Yeah, it is unbelievably consistent. It's really what makes it still a top tier knife. 80 mobility is not good. But just anybody that gets close to you and they're dead, they're gone. They're not surviving this knife. It's not gonna happen. Like, it's the same for legendary rank. It's just a little bit harder to close distance, and you know, if something like that happens, you're not getting away. With the other knives, there's a little more leeway to make mistakes, and that's good for me. You know, I'm not gonna be able to like pull off perfect slides and jumps. Oh no. Got him out of them spikes. He tried to spike me. He tried to spike me. Oh no. You're not spawn killing me, bro. Chill out. Oh, so what I think I just figured out, instead of laying down, jumping to the side after swinging with the lava axe is probably the best move. Oh, I hit him. If I didn't bounce off his head, I would have got him so easily. You got saved by a shotgun user, man. Shotguns are wild, dude. Shotguns are so wild. Tencent, can I please have a knife with a speed boost? Because he is ridiculously fast. I can't compete. I can't compete with that. That's too quick. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and check out the default knife. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know this is actually one of my favorite like looking knives in the game aesthetic-wise. I just think it's amazing. There's no other knives that look like it. Where did that go? Why didn't you? That was death by tomahawk. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna slow-mo it, and you're gonna see it. It was right. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, shotgunners. He's a Lurks fan. Get away from me. Get away from me. Bruh. Racing on these bots is beautiful, man. Honestly, if we could all be as good as these bots, I think this would be a better game.
We've taken the lead.
Nope, weave. He's up there. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. I'm lagging. What is this ping? Brandon, you get off the internet. I think this is user error here. I just got to pull up real quick. I really do. So one of my main, it's not even an issue actually. It's literally just a preference. So, oh, someone took him out too quick. Whoa, buckaroo. All right, so with me, I prefer my knives to have a overhand swing. That way when I slide through the opponent, it gets the kill anyway. It's like I don't even have to really aim that much. That's just a personal preference. These you have to slide and actually time the knives a lot more different than how you would with the lava axe or the Hachi katana, ice pick even. You have to make sure you're staring right at them. You can't be looking away, you can't be strafing to the side really. It takes a really straight shot to get a kill with this. But that's how some people like to play the knives. A lot of you are like, oh, that's how I play. And like, that's that's absolutely fine. Then I would completely recommend, you know, a karambit or even this knife, because those are really the only two good default knives. If you don't know, the karambit has 10-10-90 range. Same thing as this knife. So the best thing to do with these knives, if you're close to somebody, wiggle. Like that. Like that. So wiggle. Just wiggle left and right. It has a long-lasting hit. That way, so if you miss the first one, you can actually still get them as long as you can get it in between that time frame. So I always recommend just wiggling your screen like left and right. It gets it done. It gets it done. You don't have to be as accurate as I was speaking earlier. That was more so for like sliding, stuff like that. Knives, man, they're really so underrated. They actually are. This regular default knife is so good, bro. Like, it's so good. All you have to do is stand there and just chop down opponents. Like, that's really all you have to do. It's beautiful, man. It's one of my favorite knives in the game. Favorite looking knives, favorite one to use. And a lot of you guys, I don't really see videos with it. It's definitely up there. It's the one that I've been using mostly, especially recently. This is the one that I've been using a lot. But I don't even want to say I like it more than the ice pick. Closed the distance well enough, and this didn't have the range. So the ice pick, that was the best one I could use. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, the ice pick was, it's like anything with 15 range. If you're having trouble closing the distance, pull out your longest knife possible. If you don't have one of those 15 range knives, then I recommend putting on, I guess, the default knife or even the karambit, just because, you know, that thing is cute. But if you really don't have any paid knives, the default knife is the way to go. Why are you faster than me, bro? Excuse me, what? I don't need that free kill. Take this one now. Oh no. So, oh, I was hoping I could get that. That would have been sweet. Get out of here, man. So with every knife, I do recommend using your personal favorites, but I do have some recommendations when choosing which one you want to use. Oh, he might get me. No. See, that's the problem. He doesn't know when to slide. He's really overestimating. He doesn't know how far it's going to take him. And he also is using a regular knife. So you're going to have to get a little bit closer than you would have to with any other thing. Lava axe not included. That thing's ridiculous. You can just kill somebody from across the map. Oh no. My opportunity is fleeting. I gotta stop doing that versus other knifers, man. They always get me when I lay down. Laying down works really well versus like gun users, but other knifers, no. Can't lay down. Watch out, watch out. No, you're too slow. Move! He was just holding that, wasn't he? Oh, he's not coming that way. Come here, boy. Hola, muchacho. So, obviously, yeah, I do have preferences with which knives I like to use, and like I said earlier, I like an overhand swing. That's just what I like. I just think it's better for my game style definitely requires this overhand swing. I like to slide around, jump a lot. If you're not too used to movement like that, use a regular knife, try to get really close in and just knife them. You don't even have to slide. Look, a lot of the time you do not have to slide to get a bunch of knife kills. Laying down as well as like just running up on them. This is a slide moment though. That's a slide moment. But yeah, look, a lot of the time you do not have to slide. You don't have to like really just wiggle around a lot. You know what I mean? That's the best tip I can give you with any knife. Wiggle. You'll eventually get some kills off it. I'll tell you that. You saw them blaming it on lag? Nah, bro. I'm just knifing you. No, I'm just knifing you. I'm gonna go ahead and tier list which ones are my favorite. So if you made it this far, good looks to you, because I know I'm putting this one at the end just because everyone has seen me play with this one 1,000 times. It is my most recent common knife that I've been using. Yeah, ranking wise, this is really hard to do, mainly because knives pull up in different situations, in different circumstances. There are some that are better for different maps even. But like as an overall best knife to use, I think I can make that pretty easily, and it's not gonna be what you expect. I guarantee it. Like you all thought. No, let's get into it. Okay, so I know everyone is gonna be like, his favorite knife is the Hachi katana. Obviously, that's one he uses all the time. That is my favorite knife. I do not think it is the best knife. Probably the lava axe is the genuine best knife in the game. It is the easiest to use, easiest to like get the hang of, and it really just like it's knifing, man. If they're in front of you, they die. That is the whole point of knifing, and this fits it perfectly. If they are literally standing even behind you, I've been killed. Someone was swinging at a different opponent standing in front of them. I jumped towards them. I was behind them trying to knife them, and I died. The lava axe it's a really... It's the best knife in the game. It really is. There's no argument about it. The only reason I don't use it is because I got to run around the map a lot. I don't like to camp. So I don't like the 80 mobility. I like a 90 mobility weapon. It's just that little bit of extra speed boost. But this thing isn't really hindered by it too much just because the consistency. If you get close, they're dead. There's no question about it. Then if you lay down, you jump a little bit. There's a lot of good movement you can pull off with this knife specifically, mainly because of its speed. So jumping is better because it's a slower knife. See, this I'm not even going to talk about. Not a lot of people have it, so I'm going to go back to the Hachi. All right, so stat-wise, the only real difference is the range and mobility. The 9 to 10 fire rate is not a huge jump. There's really nothing to even look at there. But the range, so a -5 range is kind of a big deal. However, the overswing with this kind of makes up for it, as well as wiggling the screen left and right. I know a lot of you are like, oh, that's stupid. What do you mean? Wiggling the screen left and right is a huge, it's a tech. It is teching for a knife. It's perfect. Just try it out. You're going to get a lot more knife kills. See, the 90 to 80 mobility, that is the only real thing that I use this for. I don't like 80 mobility because of what I said earlier. 90 mobility is it for me. If I didn't have the Hachi katana, I would be using the Ice Axe Shattered, which has the 15 range, 90 mobility, but an 8 fire rate, and that is a big difference. That is noticeably slower. Like in every situation, it is noticeably slower. So not a good one for like TDM, stuff like that. S&D, really good one. And down to the OG, the one we all got, and the one that I kind of like the best look of, the knife. Just 10-10-90, the perfect knife in the game. It is. If you don't have any of these, throw it on. You will be good to go. Wiggle your screen, get close. Make sure to lay down and jump around a lot, and you should be good to go. But for ranking wise, lava axe, Hachi katana, ice pick, knife. All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop me a like as well as subscribe. And if you want any tips for these weapons, make sure to drop a comment below, and I'll go ahead and make a video on them. Thank you.
Inspired. Fight.